Well, the old guard is crushing the youth rebellion. David Hogg is in danger of losing his position as DNC vice chair after a panel voted to void the activist election to the position. Hogg isn't taking the news lightly. He fired off a statement saying there are too many leaders in the Democratic Party that are asleep at the wheel and added, quote, "It is impossible to ignore the broader context of my work to help reform the party, which loomed large over this vote." The 25-year-old rabble-rouser recently went wild on 84-year-old Congressman James Clyburn for complaining about his quest to kick out the elderly.
There have been a few members that have come out that have said, well, you know, if I retire, my life is effectively over. And what I would say is, get over yourself. This isn't about you. This is about our country, and it's about your constituents. Nobody is I don't care if you've been there for decades or just one term. That seat is not yours. It is your constituents.
So, Marie, why is it that Democrats, again, are nullifying another election? Just one after the other, the party of democracy.
I agree with him on everything he just said. What I do know is that the DNC isn't winning us elections, right? Like this rule change and this vote about whether he should be the vice chair, I don't really care about that. I wish the DNC was more effective. We win elections with good candidates on the ground who match their districts and their states. I like the idea of making members fight for their seats. Some of the best members of Congress we've had, and I know you will probably disagree with me, people like AOC, won their seats in contested primaries. And if the Democratic Party is going to win in the midterms, which I think we can and we should and we will, it will be with good candidates who aren't sleepwalking through elections. And if, look, we're talking about Joe Biden today, we're talking about the fact that too many Democrats are just complacent with the senior leaders at the top and there's not enough youthful energy. I don't know if David Hogg's doing it the right way. I don't know if he's the standard bearer, but I know we need to do it. And this DNC fight, to the extent that anyone cares at all, is just a distraction.
So, Dana, David Hogg gets in, but he is breaking the rules. The DNC has rules about not getting involved in primaries, and he wants to.
I think there's
primary.
I think parties should have discipline, and I think that if you're going to break the rules, just like fully break them. But the Democrats are crack me up. So, David Hogg, it's been the perfect dance of the situation that they're in. First of all, they said we need youth. Then like, wait, that's too much youth. Then the youth are killing off our olds and our moderates and like throw out the youth. And then the voting procedure thing is just a fig leaf basically for the lack of their discipline. Instead of just saying, that was a mistake, you're a lunatic, you're out of here, you're gonna cost us seats, and let them go. Besides, David Hogg, remember what, if you look back at his FEC reports, he makes a ton of money for his PAC. He made like $10 million. He spent $275,000 on Uber Eats, and he donated it to 2 campaigns.
Well, he didn't spend it on getting a lady.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.